Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is my first video of the new year, so happy new year. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I stay organized in Star Stable. This video has been on my video idea list for a while now, so I am really glad to finally be making this video and uploading it. Since it is the new year, I thought it would be the perfect time to create this video so you guys can keep up with your Star Stable account throughout the year as I do. This is going to be a longer video, so let's go ahead and jump on in. The first thing that I want to touch on is what I use exactly to stay organized. To stay organized, I mainly use two websites or apps. The one I use mostly is Notion. This is not sponsored, but I'm going to plug Notion very quickly because I absolutely love this app. Notion is a free productivity app or website that you can use to stay organized. I personally use Notion for a variety of things, including my college courses and all of my video game information. The other website or app that I use is Google Sheets. I feel like more people are familiar with Google Sheets, but if you are not, I will give a rundown of it as well. Google Sheets is like Microsoft Excel, if you're familiar with that, where you have a spreadsheet that you can input data of a variety, and you can even put in equations for adding, subtracting, all that type of stuff. Or as I do, which I can just input data and just organize it and make it all pretty colors. Now that the basics are out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and transition over to Notion, where I can give you guys a tutorial and show you guys a few of the things I have over there. So here we are in Notion, and I am currently showing you guys my gaming page because obviously this video is Star Stable oriented, so I'm not going to show anything else other than my gaming page and Star Stable. If you guys are interested in seeing any of my other stuff on Notion, I'm happy to show it. Obviously, if it's super personal, I won't be sharing it, but just let me know down in the comments if you have questions or anything. First, let's just go through a little bit of a tour of my gaming page. So I have my clock over here that is telling me what time it is, and it also has the day. And then I have a quote that I love. All of my pages in Notion have a little bit of a quote because I like quotes. They kind of help me stay motivated. Here is a mini calendar. So today is the 7th of January that I'm filming this video. I have a little widget of the weather as well. I'm gonna blur out the location of the weather so nobody tries to come and find me. I really don't use my to-do list in my gaming page because I have a separate to-do list that kind of outlines everything in my day, and that is kind of where I will put if I am filming or uploading a video. So there's nothing here, but there is something on another page I have in Notion. Here is my navigation bar over here. So all of the games that I usually play are outlined here. These are not all the games I play, but these are the games that I try to like input information for. So obviously Minecraft, Sims 4, and then Star Stable Online. And then hopping back over to the right side of the page, I have my music playlist. So this is just random playlist. I think this came with the page because there's a plethora of Notion videos, and I think I just copied a template from somebody else, and this playlist was already here. So we have the like top hits of the United States, and then there's also like a random playlist here as well. Let's go ahead and jump on into my Star Stable Online page. So the reason I really wanted to film this video is because I posted a bizarre video a while ago and I received a lot of comments, and I've received comments on other videos as well that show my Notion page of what I use to keep track of my horses. Like I previously mentioned, I adore Notion and use it for almost everything, so everything is outlined here. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get on into it. So here is my Star Stable Online little tab, I guess you could say. I have the date of when the game was created, and I also have tags of what kind of describes Star Stable. I mean, that's not really needed, but that's there. And then I also have the URL for the game as well. If I want to have like a quick access link to Star Stable, I can come here, click on it, and it'll take me to the website. And then furthermore, as I scroll down, I think this is just a random page off of Pinterest. So credits to Star Stable Pinterest, I guess. And then here are all of the pages that I have, or subsets, I guess, or tabs, whatever you want to call it. I have my YouTube dashboard, my horses, the horses I'm currently training, my wish list, daily quest, and then name suggestions. I'm very quickly going to go through my YouTube dashboard. So here's my YouTube dashboard. I have another quote. Like I said, I love quotes. They're pretty much on every page I have in Notion. I have some GIFs inserted here. I have a little bit of another Pinterest quote that says stay focused because, again, I'm a quote person. I have a link to my channel over here, and then I have some reminders that are kind of laid out, kind of like a to-do list, but they're also just kind of like motivational stuff. I also have my YouTube description here, my upload schedule, and then I also have my video scripts as well. I'm currently reading off of my iPad for the script for this video, but nonetheless, keeping it going. I have a outline of my content schedule here. So I have a film day and then I have upload day. So I actually have tags in I can click on it. I have tags within my calendar, and one says film day, one says upload day. So if I am planning on filming on a certain day, I will input film day, blah, 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 right? And then I'll do the same for upload day whenever I think I'm going to be able to upload the video. Obviously, this is variable, so if I do need to change a day, I can just easily just drag it to another day. No biggie, but this is currently the schedule for January. And then within my upload schedule, I'm not going to click on it because I don't want you guys to see any video ideas that I have coming up, but you can kind of see it outlined, but I have a monthly goal at the top, and it'll either say like 2 videos this month, or like if I have a really slammed month, I'll say like 1 video this month. Or I think for December I had 3 videos, I think, because it was the holidays and I knew I was going to have more time to upload. Going back to kind of the main menu, we'll skip my horses for now because that's a little bit more in depth. So my wish list, if you have a whole bunch of horses or items or tack that you want to insert here, you can do so. I pretty much just buy everything that I want, so there's nothing there. Daily quest, the main quest that I'm working on right now is a fishing quest. So currently I have like who the quest is with and then how many days I have left to do it. So there's that. And then name suggestions. These are just random names that I found either off of Reddit or YouTube and inserted it here and put it in alphabetical order. So when I'm buying a horse, it's there. Training, very quickly gonna go through that. So I have a page within my training page that shows all of the horses that I have maxed for the month. So whenever I max a horse on Star Stable, I immediately, whenever I log off for the night, will go over to my Notion page and insert usually their nickname because I know they're your nickname, but I have their nicknames. So I have Max, Sally, and Ginger this month, so they're going to be here. And then once it becomes the end of the month, I will hop over to my horses spreadsheet and mark off that they are maxed, and then the process will start over. Okay, hopping on over into my horses tab. It's a lot. Here is my horses page. There's a lot going on, like I said. So first things first, I have the name of my horses. So this is their Yorvik name. I have their nickname, their breed, coat color, generation, gender, age, if they're maxed or not, or if they are in progress. I am going to see who I have in progress. So I think this is Sundance. Yes. So the horse that I was riding in the introduction of this video, Sundance, I'm currently training her, so I have that she is currently being trained, so it says in progress. If I just click on one of these tabs, it'll either say not started, so obviously level 1 or something else, in progress or maxed. That's how I kind of keep that situated. Date purchased. Very recently, Star Stable added the feature where you can actually see all of your horses when you log into their actual website. So it was very, very tedious, but I went through and added the purchase date of all of my horses. So that is there as well. And then over here on the far right, I have some extra notes. So if a horse was named after something specific, I have that mentioned here. So my aquatique here, Dawn Knight, was named after a friend. I'm not going to say her name because I don't know if she wants to be in the video or not, but I think she's actually in one of my previous videos, but I'm still not going to say her name. But he's basically named after her last name. And then horse breed themes. Yeah, there's nothing really here at the moment, but there is something in Google Sheets. We'll get to that in a minute. But the thing I really, really love about Notion, I'm going to scroll all the way down here. when you get to the bottom, there are these like tabs that say calculate, and I use that to keep track of how many horses I have in total, but also to keep track of how many horses I have maxed. And then if I wanted to keep it as a percent, I could do that as well. And then it'll ask me, do I want to do the ones that I have to do? If they're in progress or if they're complete, I could put percent for complete. Let me do that by complete. And it says I have 55% of my horses maxed, which is nice, but I like to see the actual number. So I'm going to do complete. So I have 183 horses out of 331 maxed. And then I can do that for basically every tab here, which is very, very nice. I could like sort through like generation 1, 2, and 3 if I wanted to. I can do anything I pretty much want. All of the breeds are in alphabetical order, so for that I kind of went up here and then it can say sort ascending or descending. I think I did ascending, so it's like A to Z for that, and yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm gonna very briefly show you guys how to create a page in Notion. So here is a little plus sign that says, you know, click to add something below. So once you basically put a space into Notion, you can pick if you want to do text, a heading, which is just a bigger text, like a title or something. I can do a bulleted list, numbered list, whatever. I usually will do a page and it'll take you to like another tab or whatever. And then let's just say, I don't know, let's do a tab of like Sundance, My Belgian Warm Blood. And I can just input like whatever the title is and then just kind of just talk about whatever. And then I can add a icon at the top, which basically means like I just put an emoji at the top. And then I can also add a cover, which just means it'll add a background to the page as well. So that's a little brief tutorial. If you guys have any very specific questions, I am more than happy to answer them down in the comments, or you can look up how to navigate Notion on YouTube. Like I said, there's a plethora of videos out there, but I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to Google Sheets. Okay, so here we are in Google Sheets. At the top, I have make sure Google Sheets and Notion match up for less confusion, because essentially I literally have the same spreadsheet but in 2 different websites. And the reason I did that is because you can have charts and stuff in Notion, but you have to pay for it. So to not pay for it because I'm cheap, I just transferred everything to Google Sheets and hit insert and inserted charts and stuff for everything that I wanted. So Google Sheets is really here for me to see the breakdown of all of my horses. So in terms of generation, coat color, maxed, whatever, I can see a little pie chart as pictured here. And look at what I have the majority of, which is really nice. But as far as the actual spreadsheet goes, it's the exact same as Notion. So I have name, nickname, breed, coat color, generation. I have the gender, age, if the horse is maxed or not, and then obviously the date purchased. And that's pretty much it. I can give you guys a little bit of a rundown of my horses currently. So as far as gender goes, I think I did the math and I have majority males, whether that be gelding or stallion, majority male. I'm working on that. We're gonna get the mares up there. Age, majority adult, which is to be expected. So I have 211 horses that are adults, and then the second highest are my senior horses, which I have almost 80 of those. Breeds, there's a lot going on here. I think the horse breed I have the most of are the Icelandic horses. I have 17 of those. And then in second place are my Morgans at 15, and then my Mustangs come in third at 14. And then it just kind of goes from there. I think I have a lot of Belgians. Yeah, I have 11 Belgians. I have a lot of Dutch warm bloods. I don't know where they're at, but I have a lot of those as well. Anyways, my maxed horses, like I said, I have 183 out of 331. So 55.5%, so basically 56% roughly. I have a lot of generation 3 horses, so that's here, 259. And then coat color, which is really interesting. The coat color that I have the most of is black. Really interesting because I'm a really, really big bay person, but hey, I guess I have 23 black horses, which is fine. It's just not my favorite coat color. With that being said, since I do have the same spreadsheet in different platforms, like I said, I have it highlighted up here to make sure they match up. So if you do the same thing that I am doing, make sure they match up, because it is really, really easy to get them off kilter, and then you have to go through, and it's like really tedious. So, you know, just make sure they match up, and then you'll be all good. Another thing that I wanted to bring up in regard to my Google Sheets spreadsheet is that I actually have the horse breed themes filled out over here. I need to transfer this over to Notion, but as long as it's on some platform, we're okay. But really easy, like here are the themes of my horses, or certain breeds. And then my American Saddlebreds, their Western names. My Ardens are named after wrestlers. Belgian Warbloods are named after Pokemon. Dutch Warmblood, Dutch names, and so on and so forth. Pretty self-explanatory. When I transfer everything over to Notion, I think I'm going to go ahead and kind of differentiate if it's Gen 2 or Gen 3, especially for my Morgans. I have a lot of Morgans, but it's only my Gen 3 Morgans that are named after cereal, so I'll specify that. Same thing goes for my Lipizzawners. It's my Gen 3 Lipizzawners that are named after Blue's Clues characters, and I don't know, that's just another, you know, column that I can add and be like, oh, like, it's Gen 3, like, it's not Gen 2. But overall, that is my spreadsheet. Alright, you guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you have any questions about anything I mentioned in the video, like I've already said, please do not hesitate to comment down below, and I am happy to answer any questions you guys may have. Additionally, you can look up tutorials about either of the websites or apps I mentioned in this video, because that is ultimately how I learned how to navigate these things. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you would like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!